Hi. So here I am, live, and on my own. This is the Saturday Night Movie Club. And rather than regular tea tonight, it's a really hot night as usual around here right now. I have the Nestea Lemon Iced Tea. And I'm not quite sure completely what I'm going to be talking about tonight. I do know that right now my cohorts in video crime, my fantastic kids are actually in in Halifax in their new apartment. Hey James, hope you're doing good. So I'm doing this one solo, and it's been a while. The kids have been around for the last 3 weeks or so, and it's been good to be doing videos with them. And I'm excited for their next big step. And I guess I'm going to finish the Arrow video that we started before. And we're going to talk about some other stuff. We're going to talk about some upcoming indicator title. It's Nestea, actually. Nothing alcoholic. No, I think that would be a bad decision all around, guys. Coming on here and feeling slightly melancholy and drinking and doing a live video. No. Not the best idea. So here I am. And tonight I'm trying to decide what Arrow to get, right? Because it's going to be limited this time around. I actually have a pre-order that's coming out on Monday. And I'll talk about that one actually before I get into the Arrow stuff. Because I keep going on to do the Arrow video, and I keep getting like swerved along the way, going down different twisty turns and roads. But when Arrow does stuff right, they do it magnificently right. And it's hard to top Arrow at the top of their game. It really, really is. So tonight, I got to choose just two Arrow titles that I'm going to pick. Not box sets, just regular titles. Approach to the Living Dead tonight. I'm thinking on it. But I do love that film. But I'm still thinking. I'm trying to decide what to get for the sale. And I got some... hey, Rob. I got some ideas. So, normally I go with a lot of horror stuff. But lately there's some other things that I've been wanting. And I got some horror... Well, not horror stuff. I got a set coming from Indicator. And if you're familiar with the Indicator company... It's too nice to pass up. It is a really nice set, James. I'm probably going to get it too if I don't miss out on it. I miss out on a lot of these things, especially lately. So I got the Indicator set coming, the third Hammer volume. There was no way I could pass up on it. They had like some really, really cool films in there. Care of the Tongue, for instance. I really enjoy that. I really enjoy Indicators. That Indicator's putting out Hammer stuff that's not the regular Hammer stuff. I did get to listen to, thanks to like James' recommendation. I actually listened to Shockwave's podcast with Cliff McMillan, and names escape me, but with the Scream Factory guys, and they had announced with the titles that they did that Director Prince of Darkness is going to be one of them. Now, what caught my interest with that is if you guys have ever been like Hammer fans or watched any Gothic horror, they also said, and I'm pretty sure I heard this right, that they have a bunch of other Hammer stuff that's coming down the pipeline for from Scream Factory. Isn't that the most gorgeous volume? I mean, it looks really cool. Jeff Nelson and Cliff McMillan are Scream Factory guys. Thank you, Tim. I I watched them I listened to them last night. They're fantastic. I always love the Shockwaves podcast. They do a great job. I've been watching them since it's been Killer POV. I think I caught it back in the second or third episode, and went back to listen to the first one. I've listening ever since, and the Killer POV ones are harder to find now. I think they're archived somewhere, but I don't know where. Yeah, oh, perfect. I did hear it. So yeah, they are releasing more Hammer, and that really interests me. There's a lot of Hammer that I want, and I wanted to get a Scream Factory edition. I want people to buy Dracula Prince of Darkness. When what kind of disappointed me a bit when the Shockwave guys talked about Pip's more knowledgeable when it comes to actual films, Jeff's more knowledgeable when it comes to the sales. It's true. That's why they each have their own like little niche that they do. Macmillan is the acquisitions guy. Now, when I'm listening to the podcast, when Dracula Prince of Darkness comes out, they don't know it. They're like, which one is that? Now, for those of the uninitiated with Hammer, Dracula Prince of Darkness is the second Dracula film that Christopher Lee did. It's the sequel to Dracula, or as we call it here in North America, Horror of Dracula. Now, Christopher Lee didn't like the dialogue so much that he actually refused to say any of it in the film. So he's like an overwhelming presence, but he doesn't say a word, doesn't speak a word in Dracula Prince of Darkness. And it's actually a really good film. Andrew Keir's in it. I do recommend anybody that's picking up any of the newer Scream Factory stuff that's coming out, the Silent Drac. Yeah, it is actually pretty much the Silent Drac. Pick up Dracula Prince of Darkness. Let them know that you're interested in Hammer and in Gothic horror, so that we can get more of that stuff out there. It's been a long time since we've seen Scream Factory, something like dealing with something like in that vein, and I really like to see that happen. But let's talk Arrow. I was going to talk about that before. So I'm going through. I put it at 60 titles per page, right? And I'm thinking, what am I going to get? I can get like a couple things. At first, I had like about 5 things picked out, and then I realized, damn, I got my indicator set coming on Monday. I'm just going to grab a couple things, kind of to say I did the sale, but I want to get stuff that's really, really good. Now, one of the things high on my list right now is Bring Me the Head of Alfredo Garcia. That's not my favorite Peckinpah film. Not by a long shot. I do really love Warren Oates, but it's not my favorite Peckinpah film. However, the limited edition has a documentary on Sam Peckinpah, the director, with 10 hours of extra interviews that were just deleted from the documentary itself. I don't think I can pass that up. I've got a strong interest in in film, as you guys know. That's why I'm here, and directors in general. But Sam Peckinpah is a particularly interesting one. He had some demons. Yeah, we'll go with that. He had some demons. So here I am trying to think of what to buy. And let me know if any of you guys have picked up that one. The Bring Me the Head of Alfredo Garcia, the limited edition. I'm getting it, I think, because I really want the documentary. Again, not my favorite Peckinpah film. Not by a long shot. 10 hours, you have to get... I know, it's insane, isn't it? You got it, Rob? See, that's what I thought. You got the Twilight Time version, Tommy? See, me and Twilight Time, I like their stuff. Well, not so much now that they stopped doing horror. I heard the Twilight Blu-ray of... I have the but never watched it. Now, does the Twilight Time one have... See, Slip's kind of cool. Does the Twilight Time one have the 10-hour long... The documentary, Sam Peckinpah, Man of Iron? With the 10 hours of extended interviews? Because if they don't... No. I can't... I got to get that one. If you're a film, you're a cinephile, that's kind of a... Yeah. See... More than the film. I like the film. I don't love the film. It's a good film. It's a well-done film. I love Warren Oates as an actor. I think he's a fantastic character actor. He's one of the best. That never gets any credit. But I can't pass up that documentary. So I'm pretty sure Bring Me the Head of Alfredo Garcia is going to be on the list of ones that I pick up. So I can grab one more. It's going to be hard. I'm thinking of going towards horror, and that leads me towards movies like The Slayer. Now, The Slayer done by Jay Cardone. I want to give somebody Across the Wire and similar treatment. I agree. I'd love to see that one get a great release. I'm thinking maybe a horror. There's some that were recommended to me. The Slayer. That's Jay Cardone, I think. That one was recommended. It's got like a 52-minute long, brand new. Oh yeah, it's definitely worth it for the documentary alone. Uh, that's a pickup. You know, it's £10, and that's an awesome for a limited edition. Yo, Jerry, I'm trying to decide my Arrow buys tomorrow. I'm actually only picking up two Arrow. So, has anybody seen the Slayer? I know it's cheesy, and that's what I know. It's cheesy. I don't remember the Slayer. I feel like I may have seen it, but I don't, for the life of me, remember it at all. There's some great features on it. There's a 52-minute long documentary, brand new documentary on the Slayer. Do you own the Slayer, John Steele? Is it good? There's an audience reaction, like kind of a track, almost like a commentary track, audience reaction track. That kind of interests me. But you haven't seen it? It doesn't have a great cover though. It's got a great cover. You kind of want to put alongside, like I don't have the house movies by Scream Factory, but you kind of want to put Slayer right alongside the house films because it just got a similar like aesthetic like look on the outside to it. I think it's a slasher. It might be a supernatural slasher, but I'm pretty sure it's a slasher. The other one that went to mind was Scalpel. I've heard really good things about Scalpel, which is say it was okay. You love the ending. See, that's interesting because it's got some good features, and I get sucked in by features. The other horror one that I thought was Scalpel. It can be slow in parts. Scalpel or Slayer. Doom Asylum. Doom Asylum's a great one, K Dog, but it's not like on the it's not on the list of the sale movies yet. And I'm going for Arrow's got a sale going on right now. Slayer, okay, because I can see Scalpel being like really. Scalpel looks to me like Southern Gothic. Like if you've ever seen Brian De Palma's Obsession, it looks like it has that kind of feel to it. It's got Judith Chapman, who I know from like she did a lot of different like soap operas and stuff like that. I know her from that. But Robert Lansing's in it. And it got a kind of like Eyes Without a Face, Dead of Winter type of feel to it, where basically you got this guy that, if I remember correctly, killed his wife, and his daughter's disappeared, and he gets this girl that's been scarred, and he does plastic surgery on her to make her look like his daughter, and then it gets weird. Scalpel gets weird in a way that only like those Southern Gothic type horror things can get. It gets a little strange. I'm not sure who's seen it here, but that's the thought as well. The other thing I can do is I could steer clear of horror for this time around, get the limited ones first, then get the others later. Yeah, see, now there's the thing. That's what I thought too, James. But the problem with that is the only limited one that I want, that I need right now, that I can, afford at this point, is Bring the Head of Alfredo Garcia. Hey, Jax, how's it going? I'm on my own here tonight. So I know I'm getting the limited edition, that one. It's just that documentary, it's just too freaking sweet not to pick up. So I got to get to that for the documentary alone. Once that becomes a regular edition, the Bring Me the Head, the documentary's gone out of it. The documentary's not going to be there. And as far as I know, it's not going to be sold on its own, so I got to pick that up. My other thing is that if I don't get to the horror, if I go in a different direction, I could possibly wait until Halloween to get more horror. That's an idea. I could possibly get the Ringo double feature. Now, I'm a fan of spaghetti westerns, and I don't have enough. I definitely don't have enough in my collection. And Arrow's put out some good ones. I got some stuff that Arrow's put out, Cemeteries with the Crosses, the Django one that they did. Which version of Candyman are you going to pick up? Well, I'm actually probably going to pick up the Arrow edition because of I like the big hardcover box of it. At least you don't have to worry about getting Last House. Thank you, James. Actually, I was really worried about not getting Last House. It's probably a movie I'm going to watch this weekend. It's not one I could watch with kids around. Well, I could, well, not with them here. I could watch it after I went to bed. But it's a bit of a disturbing film, definitely for sure. And I kind of want to dive into the features, see the different versions of it. Do not stray. Okay, cat. I thought he was going to scratch, but he's a kitty that never learned to jump. So now that he's an adult kitty, he still can't jump. He's just got to put his paws up and just go up there. Here, release the last one. That's an awesome. Actually, James, thanks to James here, I have Last House on the Left. I would not have had it without him actually, and oh, I'm big time for that because that was one that was on like high on my want list. I'm a huge fan. When I was in London, I picked up. I got to pick up a Arrow film on release date, and that doesn't seem like a big thing to, to some people, like to order it and stuff like that. But to actually be in London and being able to go to FOP and pick up an Arrow film in person on the day that it came out, the collector's edition, limited edition, it was really super kind of cool. I'm not gonna lie, I kind of geeked out a bit. I picked up, Hills Have Eyes, I had it in my hands. I'm like, I'm gonna buy this on release day, an Arrow. I'm gonna buy an Arrow on release day, and was before like the North American Arrow stuff. Just I'm a big geek with film. So yeah, Pistol for Ringo, the Ringo double feature, Return of Ringo. That might be a better fit with Bring Me the Head of Alfredo Garcia to get those two together. I really want Scalpel. I really want like the Slayer, but I think that the Ringo double feature is better. It's two better films. It's got oh God, what's his name? The guy from was in the if you know French cinema, there's a series of films called the Angelique films. He was I think he was a love interest in those as well. He makes a very different, like kind of like Western spaghetti hero, because he's less rugged and more kind of baby faced. Though they do play into that in the Ringo films. It's been a long time since I've seen the Ringo films. Does anybody here did anybody here pick up the Ringo double feature? Because I'm actually really interested in it. It's something that it's one that I want. And when I looked at the Arrow story of it, it looks action packed and kind of like it looks fun in the way that not in like the dark Clint Eastwood Man with No Name films go, but it looks more like if you're familiar with the My Name Is Nobody, the Trinity films with Spencer and Hill, then that's kind of the vibe Ringo gives off. Is that you got this kind of more babyface character. He's more he's more tongue in cheek. I kind of am talking myself into those two right now. I really am actually. What do you guys think? Do you think those would be good pickups? Bring Me the Head of Alfredo Garcia with that amazing documentary, and the Ringo double feature. Anybody here? Everybody's so quiet tonight. I'm not sure if anybody has the Ringo double feature or not, but I'm assuming not by the conversation here. Some people looks like they've had the Slayer. Nobody has Scalpel yet. No, Shockwaves mentions Scalpel all the time as being one of those like kind of really cool WTF films, and you guys know I love my WTF cinema. So those I'm thinking on. Does anybody have any alternate suggestions? Because that would be nice. And it'd be nice to see like words on the screen because I got to get used to bouncing off on my own again. And gonna take a bit. Not gonna lie. I could use good old Herschel to help me out. Got the Ringo double feature. It's good. The movies have humor in them. Did you like the? Did you watch the video essay? I'm a huge fan of those video essays. I remember the Troy Horwath one. It was a nice set. Got it for 10 quid for both. Can't be beat. 10 is what it is here now, actually, Rob. So James and Rob both got the Ringo ones. Yeah, I think I'm gonna pick up the Ringo ones. I was going back for box. Yeah. Oh, this is the Herschel Gordon Lewis set. There's an even bigger set than this. Some people have this massive set that has like a book in it and a record. This is the second set. What I think the new Critters release from Screen Factory. It's a day one purchase for me. I'm a huge Critters fan. My favorite Critters film is Critters 2, by far. 3 and 4, okay. But Critters 2, love it. And who directed Critters 2? Mick Garris? I think it's Mick Garris. Because they put it in Sleepwalkers too. And did I get the Great Silence release? Not yet. I'm behind Rob on a lot of stuff right now because basically I moved into a new place and my kids are gone off to university and moved into their own place for the first time, so that funds need to be allotted for other things and more important things, priorities. But I do want The Great Silence. It's one of my favorite westerns. It's a great revenge western. When you think of aren't a lot of westerns like revenge westerns? What version of The Changeling am I going for? UK edition. Just look at the case. It's amazing. Aesthetics are important to me. I like films that are unique and different, and I like the cases and stuff that are kind of different. You see that with no eye set up there? There's a regular edition with no eye out there, but I had to have that one because it looks cool, and I really like that film. And I like you already pre-ordered the Seven release. I'm sure Seven release is gonna be a fantastic release. It's just me personally. That's like I just really like the look of the UK release, and that and I had to wait so long to get my Severin stuff last time around. I love Severin; they're a great company. They just got like overwhelmed within their first real big Black Friday sale. I don't think they realized how big of a kind of like endeavor that was going to be. But now they know. Hopefully next year, well, this year I guess when they do the Black Friday sale, I'm sure they're going to do one. That it's going to be a bit better put together because they'll know a bit more what to expect. It's you got a smaller company, you kind of got to expect stuff like that to happen. Vinegar Syndrome did a better job of it basically because Vinegar Syndrome are used to it now. They're used to like the big releases coming out. There's actually some really good Vinegar Syndrome stuff coming out this month. Seven just released Combat Shotgun Blu-ray. I like the film. That's Buddy, right? That Buddy, that's his name. That did that film. See, I got the old Troma release, the Troma Masterpieces one, and I think for right now, that's good enough for me. Great film, very nihilistic. Not exactly. It's not a date movie. It's not the most chipper movie in the world, but it's definitely one that's worth checking out. That's but it's not something that I feel I gotta run and get. Hey, Cubic Lover is going. I am in the realm of okay. I'm very proud of my kids who are out on their own and right now, but I miss them like crazy. So that's my evening, and I'm here with you guys to talk to you guys about films to make my decision on Arrow, which I think you guys helped me make. Am I going to get the Ringo and go away from the horror for this time around? Because I do have some stuff coming. It's kind of horror, with the indicator stuff, and I do want to save like my horror stuff for when like Halloween comes around. I know that those Kino releases, I'm so excited about those. Those are the right now for October. Those are the releases that like I know I gotta have. I will definitely pre-order all three of those Kino Dan Curtis films. Amazing stuff. Now, because this is we're getting to the time. I know Halloween like seems like it's far off, but when you're a real horror movie geek and you're setting up your watching for Halloween, well, me personally, I kind of do it earlier. So as they start to announce what's going to be coming out around Halloween, I start to see okay who's going to get my money. Do I trust ordering from Arrow? They often have problems in their shipping department. I do trust ordering from Arrow. I know the last order that I had from them was Savannah. Welcome back. It is so good to see you back here. It's been a while. Say hi to Savannah, guys. Savannah, you missed the kids. They're off in Halifax now, in their new place, and they said hi, and they wanted to say any upcoming Cunalorbitos you're thinking about getting. Well, yeah, the obvious three, John, Night Stalker, Night Strangler, and Trilogy of Terror are ones that I feel. You're a bit younger than me, John, but I th- but I saw those when they came on TV. I think the Norliss tapes I saw a little later, but I would like to see Norliss tapes come out as well. Though I don't really foresee like a new edition of the Norliss tapes coming out in the near future. I do think that with the Night Stalker, Night Strangler coming out, if there's a possibility to have the rights, that they might be able to do it with they might be able to, then Kino might be able to do the Night Stalker TV series. Oh, you grew up with them too? A couple years apart, yeah. You're a couple years younger than me. I feel like the old guy in the room. Now I'm picking up Halloween 2 and 3 steelbooks later on in the year. Probably not, actually. I thought about it. I don't think there's anything new on the steelbooks themselves. And I got the Halloween 2 and 3 when they originally came out, the very first releases that Scream Factory did. And then I got the Halloween box set the Scream Factory did. So unless there's going to be like something significant put in there, probably I'm probably going to pass on those. I was I'll be honest with you, I was kind of unimpressed with the artwork. I will, however, look into the Howling because I do know there's new features on that one. And when I bought the Howling originally from Scream Factory, I only bought the DVD edition because I really liked the cover art on it. And I wanted, at the time, I wanted the DVD edition because the cover art was bigger. Fun little fact, when I was going to Morocco for the very first time, that's when the Howling came out on Blu-ray and DVD. Literally, the day I was going to Morocco, the day we were getting on the plane to go to Morocco, just a couple hours before, is this a new restoration on 2 and 3? That's tempting. Depends. Like, they did a really good edition already. Unless it's a 4K one, I don't think I can do it. Yeah, it looks good, but not great. I'm not like it's okay art. I do think Scream Factory has been branching out, and they mentioned this in the podcast. They've been branching out with their artists and the artists that they use, and they're getting some really great guys. I haven't really had any problems with the Scream Factory art anyway. I know that they had issues with Texas Chainsaw Massacre 4 not being able to put certain people on it. Speaking of Night Stalker, it's on right. Is it really on right now? What channel are you watching on, John? I'm a huge fan. They left today. We drove them out. It's they're just 4 hours away from me. MeTV. I don't know the channel. Uh, they're just 4 hours away, and we moved them into their new place. We went up to Wally's Walmart, and got them like bunch. Hey, Polly, how's it going? And what's so they are in this is their first night in their own place, and it's we went in there. They signed their lease. And then we went out, got groceries and all the necessities that you don't realize you need on when you first move out on your own for the first time. And it was fun. They looked excited, a little nervous, which is to be expected. And I'll be honest, I'll shoot straight with you guys. I was so so like emotional as a dad. I'm a softie, and that's certain. I am a dad. I've always been. That dad type of person, the person that takes care of other members of his friends and family. That's been my personality. And when I saw them going and getting into the place, there was a lot of pride that came about, and there was a lot of tears that came about, and that I couldn't stop. I was like both happy and sad at the same time. It was a weird mix, but that's the truth of the matter. And I wanted my pop when I was going out. My pop's passed on now, but when I was moving out to go do journalism school, he came out and he talked to me, and then he quickly went into the room like to do something. Hey Ben, how's it going? And so I thought, man, maybe what's going on? He didn't want to totally see me off, and I didn't get it for a while. And tonight, today I got it. It's hard. So you get to that point and you want to put up the strong front because you want to show them uh, you believe them, they trust them, stuff like that. But you also, your babies are growing up, and all of a sudden, just like it hits them when they walk into that place and they realize that they're doing stuff on their own, it hits you too. And now I know when my pop walked away because it hit him, and I didn't completely get it. I kind of knew in the back of my head because I'd seen it happen when one of my aunts moved, but seeing my pop get emotional is like watching Superman cry. It's a thing. And today I completely got the way my pop felt. That's the best way to put it, guys. Sorry, I'm gonna get back. Yes, they moved into the same place, which is really good. What's behind you? Oh, Savannah, you are a little behind with this one. They look weird. So what happens here is these are two of my movie shelves from the basement. I'm not in the basement right now. I'm not in my movie library. My movie library is being uprooted on Tuesday. Uh, the There was plumbing issues, so the floors had to be taken out. Because of that, I had to move all my movie library up here. Now, originally, I was going to turn these around and have them look movie library-ish to for videos. However, I can access these completely if I haven't turned around the regular way. I just go around there, and I access them, pick a movie that I want to watch. So I took a lot of the movies that I really wanted to watch that I thought I was going to watch, and I put them in these shelving units right here. My kitchen, not my kitchen, but my sitting room, that is completely filled with like shelving and like movies and stuff like that. I still have a few things to bring up, so I got some things to do tomorrow before I go to work. But yeah, that's what happened. My movie, I'm for the next at least week, maybe 2 weeks, I'm going to be up here making videos in different parts of my house. But this is my most comfy chair, so I'm going to make it here. It was horrible, but and we had like problem after problem after problem with the plumbing. But what happened? Long story short, trees, clay pipe. Yeah. So I was about to go grab something, and I was about to say, "You take over," and yeah. So it's hitting me. So for Mimi and Wes right now, all hail the big silver disc. We'll go with that. You are a little bit behind. See, but it's good to catch up. That's what this is for. Hopefully you've been busy in a good way. I've been busy I guess it's been crazy. I had my last 2 days, I had like 3 days off in a row, so that I could take my kids out to head to Halifax today, and that we could spend some time. You had plumbing issues recently. They put 23 holes. Oh, yeah. They're going to tear apart my front yard a bit to put in a new pipe and a backup valve so that this issue cannot happen again. But this is movies, not plumbing. So let's get back to the movie stuff. So what I've been talking about for the people that came in late, I've been talking about Arrow Video. Arrow Video's got a sale going on right now. I've mentioned the sale. I mentioned the Kinos that I want to pick up. I'm not sure about the other Kinos that are coming out. So I'd have to like look at my handy dandy like iPhone to see what's coming out in Kino releases anytime in the near future. But I have to say that I'm super stoked to pick up a couple arrows. Even if it's only a couple. Somebody asked me, maybe changing jobs soon, but you're such a good swimmer. But if it pays better, go for that, and you'll like it more. Now, I'm going to take a chance with Arrow. anytime that I've ever had an issue with getting my Arrow releases, the one thing I can tell you is that no matter what, even if they were really late, they made sure they sent them. If they got lost, they resent them, even if it meant them sending a second special edition in order to make sure that I got it. And once they had to do that, and that's more recent. The with the recent stuff, I waited a long time, so maybe it's better that I'm just getting a couple. I know that my indicator sets are coming around the 7th to 10th of August. As you know, it's coming from the UK, so it's going to take a little longer. Now, some people already have their hammer indicator sets because they ordered it straight from Indicator themselves. When it's some of the Arrow titles, but shipping is way too expensive for me. See, if you keep it low, what area are you from, Ben? For me, if I keep it low, like, and I think it was Nicole and Kyle that actually mentioned this actually in a recent stream. Fantastic people if you have not seen their channel, by the way. Basically, bought a few Criterions after they went to save for a trip to Japan. Oh, nice. Trying to stop by movies for a while. Besides, I already have a lot to watch. I know how you feel, but it's an addiction. You're in California, okay. See, usually four under, it's pretty cheap. Courtesy of Living Dead from Diabolique. I don't really trust ordering from Arrow. Still swimming. I could become a lifeguard at the beach. Oh, nice. I'm not a very good swimmer. He wasn't a very good swimmer. But I love swimming. And my kids spent almost the entire last little bit of time when they were here in the pool. So we bought a pool recently. Wolf Creek 2 series a couple of days ago. Did you watch it yet? I haven't watched it yet. But yeah, I do trust that it'll get to me, and I want to give them a chance. I mean, the last time I ordered in a sale with Arrow, they had just started the new website. There was different people coming in. Watch a whole lot at 1.5 hour. Oh man, I'm kind of thinking of doing that. In terms of a few Lena Wertmuller films from Kino. Really, I haven't checked that out yet. And I'm usually pretty up on my Kino stuff because Kino's a company that I buy a lot of stuff from. Did I freeze up? I think I totally froze up there for a second. Can you guys still see me? Because it looks like I'm frozen. I did freeze. But you can hear me. Well, guys, I guess that looks to be a sign from the movie gods. I had planned to make this a longer one. Thank you guys for keeping me company. I really needed it tonight. But I guess I'm frozen for a little bit. And rather than redo another video, I want to say thank you guys so much. I'm going to go, I think, watch a movie and drink some tea. And, whoa. Did I come back? Am I back? Just as I'm about to end my video, I'm back. Not sure what happened there. But I guess I'm here for a couple more minutes at least. I'm still thinking of what to watch. I might watch... Actually, I'm going to watch Last House, maybe. Though I do kind of want to watch a few of these soon. I watched a documentary on it. Oh, I will email you. I actually emailed you, Savannah, and you didn't get back to me. It's the one time I emailed. Because I do that, you know. I email every once in a while. But, yeah, friend yours was in Citizen Toxie? The Glass House. There's a movie called The Glass House. Let me check something. I missed out on the, oh, Lily Leela Sabinsky. Yeah, I actually, you know what? That was a movie that for some reason was hard for me to get. Definitely a harder find for me for some reason, and I don't know why. What do we got here? All right, I'm doing something as we talk. I am trying to find out some movie stuff, and I'm doing something else as well. Oh, I suck at spelling as I'm talking to you guys, but I'm trying to get this out. There we go. Now, which version of Funny Games? I kind of like them both. Are we talking about the? Are we talking about that one? Do you know that that really frustrated me when I first saw it? I find a lot of movies that I end up liking a lot start out not really liking, like due to a certain aspect of the film, something that's different. Naomi Watts, yeah, that's actually really good. There's an actor in that. He was in yeah. See, the first time I saw that Savannah, I did not like Funny Games because of that scene. I was like, you messed with it. Oh, that's a remake. It's of another film by the same director actually. But I don't know. I like them both. But the remote control scene almost took me out of the film, and I'm like, no, I don't like it. 30 minutes of Jaws 3. Well, only 30 minutes. Did you get? Do you have the 3D edition and 3D TV? That's the way to watch Jaws 3. Milko Haneke made two versions. Yeah, there's a lot of movies that people don't realize are remakes. When you really and when you really think about it, if you'd only seen only seen the new one, there'd be nothing that would like lean towards saying, "Well, I guess this is a remake of a film of a foreign film in another country." Nowadays, they're remaking everything. I got all quiet here. See, I'm looking here to see if I can see anything unique or different that's coming out. I am getting the. I'm definitely getting the Critter set. I should get a TV. Is Friday 13th 3D ever coming out? Actually, Jaws 3 is a lot of people's favorite, like kind of cheesy, like Jaws film. I got a friend who like actually will watch Jaws 3 anytime over the original Jaws, and Jaws is a classic, right? But Jaws is a classic, not just like horror, but kind of a classic buddy picture type of thing. And my friend likes the cheesy aspect of Jaws 3. He loves the 3D of it. And I did. I saw Jaws 3 in the theater back in the day. I saw Jaws 3. I saw Friday the 13th 3D. And Friday the 13th 3D had a really great 3D in the theater, by the way. It really came out. And I like that. I do not like, however, the other type of 3D. The newer 3D, the more immersive stuff that makes it look like almost like a pop-up like book type picture, where it kind of like there's more in the background. That's not what I want to see. I want my 3D. I want that gimmicky 3D that's going to come in at my face, That's what I want. I want to see the shark come at my face. I don't want to be like brought into the water. No, I want to see like sharks and hands and machetes coming out at me like that. That's the type of 3D that I like. That's my opinion on 3D. That's my 3D rant. What am I missing here? How do I feel about Drive Angry? That's by Todd Farmer, right? Like Nicolas Cage. I don't know if I've seen the 3D one of that. I've seen the movie, and it was fun. It's fun film, but I didn't watch the 3D one. I'm trying to read you guys' responses on stuff, and I know I'm behind on something because I don't get the context of I'll dig the hole. So since everybody's gotten a quote, oh, okay, quoting Goodfellas, good movie. Favorite gangster movie? There's a good one. That's a good idea for a topic for one of our videos. Gangster films, film noir, stuff like that. I would love to do I would love to do like a video on on gangster films and film noir films. I love film noir. It's one of my favorite genres of all time. And I'm gonna go watch the greatest Australian horror movie that I watched last night. Go watch the Great Australian Horror. What did you watch? There's some really good Australian horror, and there's some really cheesy Australian horror. Great gangster films that didn't start with G. Scarface. Do I like Night of the Hunter? No, I love Night of the Hunter. Night of the Hunter was one of the most amazingly directed films. One of the most incredibly shot films I've ever seen. And you got a guy, he only directed one film, but can you imagine you do one, you put your stamp there, you're an actor, you decide to direct one film, and it's Night of the Hunter. That, yeah, is a great film noir. And I think, in a way, that it also fits on the Southern Gothic side of things too. Night of the Hunter fits in the noir field, but it also kind of crosses over and fits into like the Southern Gothic category as well. And I do like that style of filmmaking. So it's one that I really really enjoy. I'm working nights. I always work nights, unfortunately. Not all nights, but like usually to one, somewhere around there. And I got quiet. Yep, it's gonna have to take a little adjustment period to get used to making these videos again with you guys and like on my own. So you guys got to talk more first. Better watch out. He's actually I got to make a comment here. About 2 days ago, me and Wes sat down. We watched two horror movies together. Ones that I'd already seen, but they hadn't seen. So the first one we watched, they both really liked, and its name escaped me right now. The second one we watched, there was a debate over that went until like around 5 o'clock in the morning. I went to bed about 3, but Better Watch Out is the movie that we watched. Both me and Wes loved it, and Mimi thought it was mean spirited in the way that the film had gone, and I get that. There's a sequence in Better Watch Out, spoiler alert, that one character just before being killed in a very violent way, says, "I want my mom," and it's just the line, but it sticks with you. Like it really sticks with you. And a couple days later, Amy was like, "That line stuck with me, and it bothered me." In Donnie Brasco. Donnie Brasco's a good movie, actually. Uh, they're remaking Cujo. Are they going to go by the book this time? See, I'm going to be honest with you guys. I uh, I actually like the ending of Cujo, the film, better than I like the depressing ending of Cujo, the book. The only thing they could do for like to make Cujo like kind of interesting for me right now is they have to put some of the early portions of the book in there, but still, like, the or what they're going to get into, like the cereal and all that type of stuff. Uh, there's like a whole cereal thing within the. If you're ever read Cujo, then you know what I'm talking about, and it's based on the fact that did you? Yeah, I read Jaws. I read Jaws the book. I was very disappointed with that book, actually. Um, I thought I was going to like it more. I really didn't get into it. Maybe it's the time that I read it, the age that I read it at. But I really didn't get into Jaws. There's a couple of the books that really did I read the making of Jaws. I didn't read the making of Jaws. There is a really good podcast called Inside Jaws that's on right now that I do recommend listening to. They also did an Inside Psycho and Inside the Exorcist as well. So definitely check those out. I'm like recommending podcasts and stuff like that now. I'm getting totally. It's still in movie categories because it's movie stuff. But guys, I gotta go watch Last House on the Left. So thank you guys so much for coming in. Thank you for joining me. Have a fantastic evening. All hail the all hail the big silver disc, and honestly, just have a fantastic evening, guys. For me right now, it's time for tea. Talk to you later, guys. Cubic Lover, James.